Hey YouTube friends, this is Lady M62 and this is just a quick Saturday meal that I'm going to prepare for my family. I have a pack of ground turkey that I picked up from my local Winn-Dixie for $3. Elbow macaroni noodles that was also $1. Some spaghetti sauce, and I can't remember how much I paid for this, but I know it was under $2. I do know that for a fact. And I picked up this garlic bread from Dollar Tree for $1. So we're going to go ahead and brown the ground turkey, and we're going to cook this meal together. So stay tuned. All right, there's the ground turkey. Now, if you wanted to add some onions and bell peppers to this, have added, but we're just making a very simple, quick meal for a Saturday evening. So I'm going to let that cook. And I have my temperature set to number 5. And this is my lovely Rachel Ray. I think that's upside down. But anyway, Rachel Ray cookware that my husband bought me 2015 as one of my Christmas presents. And there's our water. It's not quite where it needs to be yet. So what I did was I added some cold water, a little bit of salt, and I'm going to add just a little bit of oil so my noodles won't stick. And I have this set on number 7 as far as the heat so it can boil. Okay, our meat is almost done, and I'll be taking it over to drain it. Not quite, but it's almost done. And this is such a simple dish, but it's something that we love, especially on a Saturday where, it's the end of our week. We just kind of want to kick back, relax, have a meal, that was prepared at home. And that is pretty much it, you guys. So we're going to finish putting this together. I think the water is about ready for me to add the noodles. So let's go ahead and add our noodles. Okay, so we just added our noodles. And I'm going to let these boil just until they're tender. So I want to say maybe, I don't know, 8 to 10 minutes. I don't measure anything, you guys, and I very rarely time anything. I've been cooking for a very long time, and I've just gotten to the point where it's kind of funny because I cook just like my grandmother. She has passed on now, but she would, we would get in the kitchen when I was a little girl and cook. And she would say, okay, I'm going to add just a little bit of this and a dash of that and a pinch of this. And just go ahead and give me a spoonful of that. And so that's why I never do like cooking tutorials. I just pretty much show you what I'm cooking for dinner or something like that, like this quick meal. And even if it was something more of a complex dinner to some people, which is probably still an easy meal for me, I don't really do tutorials because I feel like, I would have to have specific measurements, and that's something I don't do. So our ground turkey is ready to be drained. So let's go over to the sink. So we're going to let that drain and let excess, liquid and all that other stuff just go ahead and drain right off of that. And then we're going to put it back in the pan, and I'll be back. Okay, so now I'm going to just add some of the sauce without making a mess all over the place. So there you go. And I'm going to give this a stir and let this kind of go ahead and simmer. I have turned my heat down to number 3. And my oven is also preheating for the garlic bread. Okay. Our noodles are still cooking. It's not time to drain those as of yet. So I'm going to let this simmer. I'm going to put the lid on it, let it simmer, and we'll come back to it, okay? All right, let's check on our sauce and our meat. Looks good. And our noodles are ready to be drained. Yep, they're ready. You don't want to cook your noodles too long because then they'll get mushy and nasty. There's our noodles there. So I'm just going to let the water drain off of that, and then I'm going to put it back in the pot that it was cooking in. I have my garlic bread on a small cookie sheet ready for the oven. And while I was doing all the, preparing and cooking the meat and the noodles, which was really quick and really simple, I had my oven preheated to 350. These shouldn't take that long, maybe 5 to 8, 9, I don't know, 10 minutes maybe. Just check it. Depends on your oven. So I'm going to put these in the oven and we'll be right back. All right, so our noodles are all cooked and they're back in the pan that I cooked them in with no water. And at this point, what I'm getting ready to do is, ooh, doesn't that look good? I'm getting ready to transfer this into that. And I'm going to switch this onto this burner. You'll see it. So I'm going to keep this that way. And I think I might, let's see, I don't want to make a mess. Oh, we're doing good. Okay. So I'm going to scrape the bottom of this and I'll be right back. I mean, the bottom of this pan just to get every little bit out, which isn't a lot, but I want all of it. We'll be back. All right, guys, there we go. I have my temperature set on number 3. Just going to let this simmer. I'm going to cover it and pretty much leave it alone. My garlic bread is in the oven. And once we come back, we're going to have this all ready to eat. You see how quick and simple this is? Wonderful Saturday evening dinner or a quick weekday dinner. Hey guys, guess what? It is time for us to eat. Yes, it's time for us to eat. So here's the finished product. Basically what I did, I just added some shredded cheese from Walmart. Great value. Those who don't like prepackaged shredded cheese, feel free to grade your own cheese and put it on there. No cheese at all, Parmesan cheese. However you like it, go for it. This is how I like it. This is how my family likes it. And this is how we're going to eat it. The garlic bread has been cooked. It is done. We don't really like for our garlic bread to be like really toasted. Just cooked and melted. All the butter. Yummy, yummy, yummy.